one wish will amaze your friends. You only get one wish.
I wish Walmart had Obsession on 4K. Yeah, we'll start the fun in Walmart. So let's get in here and see what we can find. Sneaking up on the movies. Looks like there's some empty spots, but they do have Michael for $20, the DVD. $23 for the Blu-ray. Nice looking slipcover there. I like it. $29.96, so $30 for the 4K. Similar slipcover, rounded edges. I like it. They don't have the steelbook, but it would be $35. But they do have Obsession, and they have the 4K. This Walmart usually doesn't have a lot of 4Ks out early, but they got the Blu-ray for $23 and the DVD for $18. Still got Crime 101, Hoppers. We got Dan Season 2 for $27. They Will Kill You only on DVD. So they got normal. That's for $20, and then they got the DVD for $18. But the Mummy's only on DVD here in Walmart. Yeah, that's a bad job, Walmart. Come on, you can do better. Let's see what's over here on the side. Looks a little empty, so they haven't stocked the new steel books, but oh well. There's where that Office set's supposed to be. And so they don't have any of the new items. There's Mandalorian. They still got the steel books from a week or two ago. Let's see what we got over here. They did stock some new stuff. You got the DVD of Deep Water. That's an interesting looking film. I think I want to see that. $15 for the DVD. You got IP Man Kung Fu Legend. $13. The Mortuary Assistant. I've seen this. It's a Shudder movie. It's pretty good. I like it. So, but it's on DVD in here for $15. You got an NCIS spinoff. You got Night Patrol with a slipcover for $15. Then we got The Chosen. Predator Wasteland. I'm going to talk about that on the channel here in an upcoming video this week, so watch out for that. We got some empty tags. SpongeBob. So not a whole lot in this section, but at least they did have a few new things out. This is your, I'll give a quick scan. These are like your movie collections, your franchises. A few TV things scattered through, like I Love Lucy down there on DVD. And then they got Batman Beyond, $20. That doesn't even look like Kate Beckinsale. Not seeing a whole lot new here, but thought I'd give you a once over and let you see what my Walmart actually has in stock. So television stuff thrown everywhere. Got the He-Man stuff. There's a Blu-ray of He-Man coming out, so probably don't want to waste your money on the DVDs right now. Not seeing anything else. Walking Dead. I was going to say that Supernatural's not $33. Oh, look, we got some golden books. We got Buffy and Supergirl. And over here is the television stuff. They've got The Office, like the regular set, for $40. But I want that new set. Nashville. Lois and Clark. Baywatch, Taxi. Charmed. Gilmore Girls. And then they got the glow-in-the-dark covers. We've already seen that multiple times, so I'm not going to bore you with that. And then they got the neon lights covers that I really like. And why is The Conjuring in a security case? That's weird. Alright, over here, let's see what we got. This was, I'm going to just let you know, that other Walmart didn't have anything new as far as figures, so this is some footage from another one that I snuck into. I'm just going to edit it together because this Walmart doesn't even have physical media. They got some platinum editions here that I wanted to show you. So, yeah, that other one was dead as far as that stuff. And then back, this Walmart has a $5 bin. Bridesmaids down there for $15. That's weird. Just a random return title, probably. We got Pulp Fiction. Borderline, very underrated movie. Samara Weaving, if you like her. That's a good movie to get. You got Bike Riders. Barbie. And what's over here? Because this Walmart did have two $5 bins. You got Evil Dead Rise. Check out my out of theater reaction from Evil Dead Burn. Got Bride of Frankenstein, the Evil Dead movies. I mean the Resident Evil movies. Some Nickelodeon stuff. Insidious. That at least came with a digital. Braveheart. Some Peanuts. Jaws. Pretty decent stuff here. Bulletproof down there. Yeah, so check out your $5 bins in Walmart. And on the way out, look, menthol. Yeah, this I need some dude wipes because that's what this whole hunt was, menthol in this Walmart. So to cleanse the palate, we're going to take our feet walking into where? Target. So I'm going in here with my wife. She stepped ahead of me. She's too fast. I got to catch up. And so these WWE ballers, look at that. Each one of the cases has a figure on the end there. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to buy 2 or 3 of these. We're going to unbox them in a video. And I'm going to see if Target is going to let me have one of these boxes with the figure on it. And I think I'm going to see if they'll let me have the Punk one. Because that's who I want. But that's the wrong one. That's FIFA. So I'm going to get my wife to pick one out. She's going to pick one. And then I'm going to probably pick 2. And then I'm going to see about getting one of those boxes there. So we'll unbox that on the channel. And over here, they don't have too much figure-wise. They do have some WWE superstars. The black cards are the chase ones here. So we got Jesse the Body. We got King Kong Bundy. We got Stone Cold, multiple Stone Colds. Look at there. And we got the regular Stone Cold. So the blue card's the regular and the black card's the chase. Got a Jey Uso up there. So they're going to be restocking probably. I see a lot of YouTubers, their Walmarts, their Targets are restocking after clearancing out a bunch of stuff. So hopefully next week we'll find more in here. 15% off is not that good of a deal, but I don't think there's much left in this section. Look at these people over here in the floor. Who goes to the store and just sits in the floor? Oh my goodness. Check it out. There's the NBA ballers. That's not the right price. If it was, I might buy a few of those to unbox. But they got some new Masters of the Universe. These are the little $10 figures. We got Man at Arms. Who else is in this set? Something just looks a little off with that Man at Arms. Man at Arms, I don't know. It's just his head looks weird. But they got Beast Man. That's a nice looking one. That's in that set. I like that one. And I think He-Man is in there. Look, they got Trapjaw. Got Iron Man clearancing him out. So maybe some new Marvel figures will show up here soon. You have to watch the tags. I forgot to show you. So that Beast Man, like I said, was in that set. I forgot to show you the He-Man. So they added a different variant of He-Man. And so there's the 3 new ones in that set right there. And then no, 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 and then. On this end cap, you got some Minions. Those are kind of neat looking. They always have those fart guns. Oh, look, physical media? Nah, thought it might be something. There's Stranger Things. It's a book. $50. No, thank you.
That's too fucking high.
And this store rarely has NECA. They do have turtles usually, but nothing else. Got a John Cena figure, Jackson back here. Savage Dragon was a comic that I read. That's a nice figure, but it's not $50 nice. And then got Pop. So this section is dwindling down to nothing. So I apologize for boring you. Maybe we'll find something else. Deadpool chilling back here. Deadpool, John Cena hanging out with a bunch of Pops that nobody wants. Even a 50% off clearance sticker is not going to get anybody to buy this stuff. But and then they got some coloring books. Oh well. On my way out, they had this end cap, so they are clearancing some of the Masters Universe stuff. You can get the Chronicles version of Battle Cat for $20, and then they do have Spider-Man Brand New Day. I know there's a Spider-Man figure and a Hulk figure, so it looks like people, probably the scalpers, cleared that out of my store. And I'm not seeing too much else as I head out of this store. Some one-piece stuff marked down. And on this little section here, they did have these marked way down, so that's good. Get this stuff out of the store. So check your clearance sections. You can find stuff 30 to 70% off at Target. And we're heading into another Walmart because I was disappointed in that first one, so we'll see if we can find anything in this one. Right before I head to the toy side aisle, look at this. That's a cool Venom bust. Got some Harry Potter stuff. Got Shrek. Those are nice, but those sets are just too expensive. Here's the wrestling section. Not too much. Look, got these squishies for clearance down to $1. What is this? Mash'ems? How is that any different than squishies? Everything's in these balls now. There's that Cody I thought was kind of cool in his suit with the belt. That's the set we saw at the mall the other week when we went into FYE. Cody in a tracksuit. No thank you. Who's in that set? Oh, Sol Ruka's the one everybody wants in that set. So people will scalp that thing probably for $50. A lot of scalpers in my area, so that's why you can never find any toys in the aisles here anymore. So, and then I don't have a lot of clearance in this Walmart like they did in Target. So we'll sneak up on the movie section here. And let's see, they do have Michael. Same as the other Walmart. They got the Blu-ray. No, is that the 4K? Yeah. Nice slipcover there. I'm going to probably end up getting the Steelbook. I'll let you know which one when I do the haul video. But they got Obsession on DVD. There's the Blu-ray of it. Same cover as the 4K, but they do not have the 4K in here. And there's the Mummy, and why they only have the DVDs in Walmart, I don't know. And then they only have the DVD of normal. It was upside down, so I'll help them put that back in the right spot. Dark Winds, Bambi, Scream, Ready or Not 2. So all the normal stuff that we saw last week. So yeah, am I going to get Michael the slipcover version, or am I going to try to get that Walmart Steelbook? Watch the haul this week to find out. They still got this Wolfpack banner up here, but it's not. And so they cleaned out all the physical media here and put vinyl in and stuff related to music. You got printers, guitars, and then they got the section here with the glow-in-the-dark covers. That Tales from the Dark Side is not in all the Walmarts, I've noticed. Spawn, a lot of people wanted that one. And then I don't think I've seen anything different as far as the neon slipcovers. I think it's the same in all the Walmarts. And look, the one movie that sold out is Jaws, my favorite movie. Over here now, they do have a better section as far as they got all these horror toys. They got the Day of the Dead figures. They've got some Child's Play stuff. They do have a Ultimate Pennywise. You don't see that one there in all the stores. If I was going to get one, it'd probably be that one because it doesn't have the blood splatter all over it. Art the Clown. I've never found personally the Art the Clown from Terrifier 3, the Santa one in the stores. I don't know if I'm going to get this or not, but oh look, here's the other version down here. So they got two different versions of Pennywise, but no Art the Clowns.
Nothing. I just wanted to do it anyway.
And what was over here? They got statues. We got Ghost Spider. That's pretty neat there, that Spider-Man one. And then we got the Hulk from Brand New Day. $50. Oh, it includes a mini poster. Then they got the Batman figures. We got some Warcraft. There's some more Batman. And then Pops. Oh, look. A Triple H. Spitting out water. And then a bunch of just random Pops. And on the way out, they do have this section. See, they never changed the banners out. This is old, but they do have stuff left on the shelf like Goat, Shelter, Good Boy on DVD, Dracula. And look, all their TV series and stuff are locked behind glass. That's on sale. Andy Griffith shows down there. MASH. Little House on the Prairie. MacGyver. This stuff's too expensive. Last of Us is clearanced. Fringe. Got movies mixed in too. Fast and the Furious. Got SpongeBob down there. Dexter's Lab. Turtles and He-Man. Sopranos. There's a 4K set of Sopranos getting ready to come out this year, so watch out for that. A little animated stuff, sorry. And then franchises like Jurassic World, John Wick. There's still Kill Bill with a slipcover in 4K, and then Housemaid has got a reduction in price.
This one is the burger.
What is it? Peanuts? What are them? It's a burger, taco.
Hot dog and a pizza. This is the
What's
burger.
the point? $8 for that thing?
It's just because of what it is. It's because it's peanuts.
Okay. $8 for a bag tag thing? No way. That's crazy. So speaking of Barnes & Noble, on today's video we do a walkthrough of Barnes & Noble. Will they have anything any good? Let's get in and find out. Let's go. Somebody was over looking at the movies over there, so let's see. They got the Michael over here. Look at that. Speaking of, see, look at all those stickers on there. 40% off. But they got stickers on both corners. And then you got the DVD, and you got they do have the Mummy on Blu-ray in here at least. 30% off. And they got the 4K. That's nice. And they got Deep Water. They only have the DVD. There is a Blu-ray of that. So it's nice that they got all the versions of the Mummy. They don't have the Steelbook. There's Deep Water. Look at that cover. Rennie Harlan directed that, right? They've got the Obsession. They only got it on DVD right here. What is this over here for? Let the Right One In. 50% off. That'd be cheap. Is it a sale on Magnet or Magnolia titles? I think this is new. The Christophers. Then they got Five Nights at Freddy's. So let's look at the rack a little bit. There was, like I said, there was some people over there looking at the other section that I usually go to first. So it's nice seeing people look for physical media. Anchorman, a bargain title. That's the second one for $8. That's a good deal. There's some 88 films. I'm glad they're starting to have that in here, but that's the Angry River. This time it's not it's without a slipcover. So I think that's 50% off still. The Assessment, I've never seen that movie. I want to see it. At 50% off, maybe I should go ahead and get it. Has anybody seen it? Put in the comments down below, please. And you guys told me that I should get that, but I'm not big into westerns, so I'm picky and choosy about the westerns that I get. I was watching some clips about Ford versus Ferrari the other day. That's a movie I haven't watched but once. It's pretty decent. So Friday the 13th is a bargain title for $8. Then they got the remake. But why is part 2 in a security case in one instance and not in the other? I don't know. Flintstones, they restocked 40% off. That's a pretty good deal there if you missed out at Walmart. The Evil Deads, that's the remake, reboot, requel, whatever you want to call it. Downsizing, that's one of those $10 Paramount 4Ks. Die My Love. I never bought that. Let me know in the comments down below if that's worth getting. I'm not a huge Jennifer Lawrence fan. She's okay. Dead Again is a very underrated movie. Shit. You know, I haven't been knocking anything off the shelves lately, so I had to pick that up. It's one of you guys said it. Sometimes it's hard to record with one hand. Like, you know, I'm using my phone to do this. And then look at that. That wasn't me setting off the alarm. Daddy's Home with a slipcover. That was somebody else in this section setting off the alarm. Like I said, people looking at physical media. Ed Wood is a very underrated movie if you guys haven't seen that, starring Johnny Depp. I love that movie. Ed Wood's a fascinating story about, yeah, he's the one who made Plan 9 from Outer Space. Kiss of a Spider Woman, that's the remake with Jennifer Lopez is in it. Kingpin. Kiss of a Spider Woman, you can get the original as part of the Criterion 50% off sale. We saw it in that Barnes & Noble that had Criterions. There's going to be none in this video, so I apologize. Pet Cemetery for $10, but go watch that separate video I just posted. The Prestige. I went to a store that had Criterions and did a hunt. And there's a little haul at the end of it. Overlord, nice $10 steel 4K. There's a steelbook of that coming out soon is what I was trying to say. They Will Kill You. I love that movie, so they only have the Blu-ray in here. I don't see the 4K. That person moved, so let me hurry up and sneak down here to this end of the rack, and that was me setting off the alarm this time. So they got all the versions of Crime 101, the 4K Blu-ray and DVD. Conjuring, the first and last of them. Steelbooks, Clueless, that's not on sale. There's the new Child's Play Steelbook. Most people are finding that in Walmart. Cannonball Run, we were talking about that in a video. That was a lot of people's first look at Jackie Chan. Yeah, he's in the credits there. And that's a hard find on streaming and on physical media. So pick up that box of Burt and look at my video where I did an unboxing of that box of Burt. That's a nice set. Notting Hill. I don't think I have that. I got it on DVD. I don't think I even have that on Blu-ray, but I can't get it back in the hole. Network, I just bought that. Recommended it on my Criterion list, so check that out. There's Super 8 down there on Steelbook. Somebody in the background just complained about the alarm going off over and over. It's not always me, but this time it was. Seems like old times. Need a Blu-ray of that, please. A lot of Chevy Chase movies trapped on DVD only. There's a White Line Fever. That's one of those retro slipcovers. It's in the wrong section because they actually have a sales section for that. So maybe I'll help them out and move some of the movies around. And there's VHS Halloween. That was a pretty good entry in the series. Did you guys see that? Let me know. Excuse me. Over here, this shit is taking over, man. They're moving down the Arrow stuff less and less. Got all that K-pop or whatever the hell you call it. Just taking over. So Drama just came out. 4K of that. So that's pretty nice. At least they stocked that in here. Got the A24 special editions. Got the Arrow stuff. And this one they do trap it, a lot of the good ones in the spider wraps. It was nice seeing that other store. Go back and, like I said, watch that Barnes & Noble hunt where they didn't put their big box sets or premium Arrow titles in spider wraps. Maybe don't have a lot of theft around here. So they got some anime stuff mixed in with the family titles. So then there's the TV section. There's anime down there. Sliding everything down, make room for that music stuff. The Day of the Jackal. I've never seen that. Is that any good? Put in the comments down below. Shit! Somebody over there setting off the alarm. So, over here is the display where they've got the VHS retro cover. So I'm going to put that on the shelf right over here where it belongs. Here's the ones they've got. Side Out was that Shadowlands. Happy Birthday to Me is one of my favorite ones. Problem Child, Sunset, White Palace. The one I moved over here, Not Harry and the Hendersons. Neighbors, very underrated movie. I like that more as I've gotten older. The Untouchables, that's a steel book that just came out, 20% off. So they got Who's Harry Crumb, The Fan, Fast Forward, When a Stranger Calls. I love that cover. Anime stuff down there. What's on the corner here? Fallout, a Goodfellas Blu-ray. And do they ever change out anything on this side? Jaws without a slipcover, but at least it's on this rack. Look, I'm going to move it up here, right in between the James Bond movies. The alarm at least lets you know other people are in this section the same time I am. So they had some little cheap titles here. You get Scary Movie with Blu-ray and digital for 40% off. There's one of those retro slipcovers, Heart and Souls. That's a good one. Fear. That's nice. They're mixing those up over here too. Fight Club, Monkey Man, Megan. What else we got? So they had this 50% off, the Pusher Trilogy. That's a really nice set. They got normal for 50% off. That's kind of cool. The Blu-ray, too bad they don't have the 4K. That's expensive on the 4K was on Amazon when I looked. Hey, some more retro slipcovers. Renegades. You never know what you're going to find. That's why you always look. Oh, well, let's put normal back. Legend. Black Phone. 13 Hours. Gorillas in the Mist. Crossroads. Some more retro covers. There's a DVD of normal. And I dropped something else. But hey, did you see what was up there? That's a new Radiance title, 50% off. But look. Holy shnikes, they do have normal. Look, they got the DVD, they got the Blu-ray, and they got the 4K.
And there was much rejoicing.
Now that's more affordable. I will be buying that. So like I said, Radiance films are 50% off right now. Not sure I want that one, but looks like they stocked a few in my store. That's nice to see. Always nice. Begonia. I don't know about that one. That one's a new release. I don't think I'm going to buy that, but I think I am going to buy normal. And then I was looking to see if they had the new Rue Morgue magazine that had Obsession on it, but I didn't see the new one. They just got this one. Oh well. And then they got the Fangoria. I do subscribe to that. It's way cheaper. And then they got the Jaws 50th anniversary. They got Evil Dead Burn on Horror Hound, though. But I'm going to look over these magazines. Looks like it's a lot of Supergirl, Superman, Spider-Man. So are you guys going to go see Spider-Man? But Obsession is streaming now, so check it out. Let's get out of here. So we got some awesome releases this week. Starting, this will be the week of July 14th. So obviously I do the hunt, usually like the weekend after release date, because my stores usually don't stock titles on release date anymore, especially Walmart. But we got Obsession. You got the 4K Blu-ray digital code set there. You got a Criterion of Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore and HUD. Great time for those to come out as far as with the 50% off sale. You got the Office Superfan extended episodes. I held off buying the Blu-rays of The Office. I was hoping I'd get the set cheap, so I'm going to definitely buy this one. The Crying Game gets a 4K release from Criterion. I never was a huge fan of that movie. Red Sun gets a 4K release from Arrow. You get Michael gets a 4K. That's the slipcover version. You get Full Contact 4K. You get normal 4K, Rob Odenkirk. You get the Mummy 4K. There's the Steelbook. You get the Michael 4K Steelbook. I think that's the Walmart exclusive version. You get Last Summer from Warner Archives. You get the Mummy. That's the slipcover version. You get Howard the Duck getting a reissue on a new 4K Blu-ray digital code Steelbook. You get the Michael 4K. That is the Amazon exclusive. I've already ordered that. For some reason it got delayed. You might see it in the hunt. You might not. The funny part about it is we're going to see what shape it shows up in as far as an Amazon Steelbook. There's Obsession. There's your Blu-ray version. Student Bodies gets a 4K release from TerraVision. 4K Steelbook of Crawl comes out. There's the Blu-ray of Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. The Untouchables gets a 4K Steelbook. I can't remember if that's the artwork of the original one or not. Let me know in the comments down below. I haven't gone and looked at my Steelbook. I already have that. Dan to Dan Season 2 Blu-ray. Deep Water gets a Blu-ray. Michael 4K, that's the Lionsgate Limited. I ordered that. Got delayed, I guess, man. So, I mean, I still haven't received mine. Ordered it, after they announced it. So, we'll see. It says it's on the way. The Crying Game, there's the Blu-ray. Deadly Kung Fu Factor. Hide and Go Shriek gets a 4K. Destination Moon, along with Flight to Mars. The Christophers. Dan Season 2. There's Michael, the Blu-ray. There's Red Sun, the Blu-ray. There's Queen of the Ring, which I'm interested in seeing, but from what I understand, that got delayed if you go look that up. Normal, there's the Blu-ray and the Line of Duty 1 through 4. There's the Blu-ray of HUD, the Blu-ray of The Mummy. IP Man, Kung Fu Legend. We saw the DVD of that in Walmart. Then we got The Love Trap. I don't know how to pronounce that. Going to skip it. The Mortuary Assistant is a Shudder original. I like that movie. I've seen it. Red Sogram. Animal Farm from Angel Entertainment. That's interesting. I don't remember seeing that in Walmart. Maybe I'll get that. Witch Watch Season 1. A Man Named Roca. Poverty Road Classics, the Eastside Kids. I remember my dad used to watch those. I Swear, Legion of the Dead. That's from Unearthed Classics. Yeah, the 100 Girlfriends Who Really Love You. Wind Talkers. Look at that, Fairy Tales there. No clue what that is. Pittsburgh, The Spoilers. Sugar Cookies, a Traumatic Special Edition. That sounds interesting. Rise of the Super Tromettes. Foxfire, The Songs of Songs. There's the IP Man Kung Fu Legend Blu-ray. Reborn as a Vending Machine. No clue what that is. Starbright, The Flame of New Orleans. Super Legend God Hikoza. No clue what that is, but the cover looks cool. Edgar Allan Poe's The Mummy. Savage Vengeance. Monty Blanc, Silent Comedian. And Stabby Chick. Or Chic. And doesn't look like anything there. So the main obvious release that everybody wants is Obsession, and then most people get Michael, obviously, and then probably The Mummy third. So I'm interested in that Howard the Duck Steelbook reissue. I like the cover artwork, but either way, let me know in the comments down below of the stuff that came out this week. What did you buy? And then other than that, let's get home and close out the video. So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am JeffMan316, your pop culture reporter. Thanks for supporting me. Do everything you possibly can to support the channel, please. That includes dropping likes, comments, subscribing, sharing the content, building the community, coming over, watching the live streams. If you are a subscriber, you rule. But make sure you hit the notification bell. You'll know when I post new videos, not just hunts. There's a haul video, obviously, that's going to be associated with this hunt of anything from this week that I would have bought. I've got all kinds of cool stuff. Should have been, if not, there'll be a Barnes & Noble where I was actually able to find Criterions in a separate hunt. But yeah, keep supporting the channel any way you can. My affiliate link to Valoria Video is down below. I've got, if I haven't posted it yet, there'll be some reviews coming up with some review copies they sent me of some movies. So yeah, lots of fun stuff on the channel. Went to a thrift antique mall down in not North Carolina. It was in Roanoke near Salem, Virginia. If you're not familiar from where I'm from Central Virginia. So watch out for that. There is a flea market in North Carolina that we're talking about going to. So maybe we'll do that soon. So yeah, hopefully you guys will keep supporting the channel and I'll keep making the content. So until next time, boys and girls, this has been JeffMan316, your pop culture reporter, signing out saying, you guys be safe out there.
No, 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 don't